If things haven't seemed like they were working out for you, let me offer you a different perspective. Maybe things are working out, it just doesn't look the way that you expect it to look. How often do you get so attached to the results of things that when it doesn't look the way you want it to look, you automatically or immediately feel as if it's not going in the right direction? But just consider that it could be going in the right direction. It's just not the way that you thought it should be. And because of that, you're creating a block for having this resistance. Consider your resistance is stopping it from going the way that it needs to go. Things are always working behind the scenes, whether you can see it or not. Think about when you're planting a garden or planting a seed, and it takes a while for that seed to sprout. It was planted in the soil, and you can't see what's happening in the soil, but your job is still to trust the process, provide the plant with sunlight, the proper environment, and water, and then wait and allow it to sprout into what, how the plant is supposed to sprout and grow out. So you can't always see what's happening, but a lot of times things are happening behind the scenes for you, and you don't know that it's happening for you until you look back and you see exactly what was happening. So the affirmation for today is, things are always working out in my favor. Things are always working out in my favor. No matter how it seems, it's always working out for me. Think about all the times when you did go through something and then you look back and you reflect on it and you say, gosh, I'm glad that didn't work the way I wanted it to work. Because it was actually working out for you. You weren't aligned with where it was going at. So the situation had to end. Somebody had to leave you. Something had to stop because it was setting you up to go to where you are or we're going to be at. How many times has that happened to you where you thought that a relationship was supposed to last, a job, whatever, and then you look back and say, I'm glad that it didn't work, because you got into a better relationship, you got a better job. But if you had stayed stuck there, you would have been limiting your growth. And because you weren't designed to be that small, things did not work in that direction because it was trying to redirect you to where you needed to go because who you were designed to be. And a lot of times we limit ourselves by putting ourselves in a box and not letting ourselves be as big as we are supposed to. And even sometimes not even knowing who we were created to be at that time. And because it wasn't for you, it didn't last, it didn't stick, because it had to leave you. It had to move out of the way so that you can go where you were headed to go, where you were destined to go. So that's the affirmation. Things are always working out in my favor. And just the practice for today is, instead of assuming the worst, every time things don't work, instead of assuming the worst, think that it's working for you and show gratitude for things going in in the direction that it's going in, and trust the process. Trust the process. So let's go into our somatic practice today. I want you to slow down your breathing and do a deep exhale. I want you to soften your body. And release the tension. Release the need to hold on and control everything. Relax your body. As you exhale, feel your body soften. Now imagine things working out for you. Imagine things going in the right direction. Everything is just unfolding in the perfect way for you. What does that feel like? Let the tension go. Let the need to control, the need to force or chase. Breathe that out with each exhale. And imagine everything just working out for you. And just sit with that feeling, sit with that calmness. Let the control go. If you're one of those people that just have this anxiety and this anxiousness that you have to control, breathe it out. Release it as you breathe out. And just sit with this feeling for a little while. And let that melt away from you. Let that need to control melt away. We're going to come back now. Letting go sometimes is the best way for you to get where you're going faster. Instead of holding on to things that are not working for you. Sometimes just allowing it to do what it needs to do naturally and organically and trusting the process gets you where you need to go faster. Your resistance can be the thing that's holding you back because you will not allow it to go where it needs to go. So our practice for today is, our holistic tip is, say thank you to the things that seem like they're working against you. Say thank you, show gratitude, because those same things that may seem like they're working against you may be there to challenge you in order for you to become stronger in who you are. And without the challenge, you may not be able to build your strength. It's like climbing up a mountain. And it may be hard getting up that mountain. But once you get to the top, coming down isn't as hard as going up because you're going with the flow of things. But as you get up that mountain, the gravity and everything is pulling you down, and it's essentially like making you stronger, lifting weights, you building muscle. It makes you stronger as you start to build this muscle and lift these weights, and it feels hard and there's a lot of resistance. But sometimes that resistance is strengthening you for you to get where you're going. It's all about how you see it. It's always working for you. Everything is always working for you. And sometimes it's just a matter of allowing it and accepting it and showing gratitude for it, and then trusting the process and letting the results come. So that is our holistic tip for today. Say thank you. Show gratitude for those things that seem like they're challenging you, because they're there for a reason. And I hope everyone is doing well. I hope this journey has been, helpful. I changed the format a little bit so that we can actually do these practices together. I hope you like the change that I made. And I will see you tomorrow. Peace and love. Mwah.